Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Glitzy Gem. I am testing eyebrow products today, so if you watched my previous videos, thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribed and you like my videos. So the next eyebrow tutorial that I want to go over is this one called Shape Expressions by Donna Loren, New York. And let's open this up and let's look at the product here. We have a tweezer, which is very convenient. That's nice, and nice for them to have put a tweezer in there. We have a brush with a spoolie at the end, and then we also have a highlighter eyebrow pencil here. Then we have our eyebrow powders, we have our eyebrow stencil, and we have our eyebrow serum. Okay, so let's go over the packaging on this product. What I liked about this product here was that not only the beautiful model, they picked out a beautiful model. Also, I like the fact that it looks like a book. With the spine, and it just looks like a nice book that you can just put in your bookcase as a decoration as well. I like the way it opens, because it has like a magnetic opening where it opens and shuts. And it closes pretty tight. So I like that opening, how it opens. So opening up the product, you can see on the left side here the instructions on how to apply this product, and which I will need it because I have not applied this type of eyebrow. I don't apply eyebrow products to my eyebrows, so this is new to me. And on this side it will show you the products that we just went over. And I like it because you can fold it just like a book. So I like the packaging on it. It looks like a book that's very creative. It's very thought out. And it's pretty neat, And you can just place this anywhere on a bookshelf or anything like that. And like I said, pull it out if you need to use it. But what I do have to say about this is though that it's real bulky. This is just a critique, that I wanted to share with everybody. I shared the good, what I felt that was good about this product. I'm going to share, what I really don't find like it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary that they would have made it into a book, book looking type of packaging. I mean, it's neat, but I don't think they should have went out their way to make the design this way, because it's bulky, and you want something that's going to be convenient, something you can, you don't have to worry about, because there's not really. What you have in here is just your product here. So this is really what you're going to be working with, so I really think this was just like I'm not going to say a waste of product, but it's just like, it's an empty box. I can use it to put crayons if you have kids. I can use it to put brushes, anything you want to store in here, and you'll get a good seal in there. I mean, but for an eyebrow kit, I just think it's just too bulky and unnecessary to have. I think if maybe y'all would have came out with I think if maybe they would have came out with a different kind of packaging, then that would be less bulkier and more convenient to hold or to store in your drawers. Because that's usually where you would keep your makeup, is in drawers or storage containers. hopefully on your vanity. And this on your vanity is just going to take up a lot of space. I mean, where you're going to put your combs, your brushes, you know, on your vanity, there's just so much space you can place on there when you're applying your makeup. So I really do believe that it should have came in a more compacted packaging. And another thing I wanted to talk about was when I'm looking through this here, I see that you only have one arch stencil, which I'm not going to say it's bad, and I love the feel of the eye stencil. Let me tell you the good thing about this eye stencil, it feels like it's made out of silicone, which is I think it would be very easy to use, because I've seen stencils where they're plastic stencils and they're very hard and stiff, and this one actually is flexible, and it flexes in with you can actually flex it in with the shape you want on your eyebrow. So this is the good thing about the stencil that I like, but the only thing is it's only one. So you have to use one stencil for both eyebrows, which is fine. I don't mind that because it's made out of silicone. You can always clean it with something if it gets dirty, because, you know, over time, once you use this several times, over time it's going to get dirty and you're going to need a new stencil. You're going to either have to clean it, and eventually the cleaning may not even after cleaning it for so long, it may not even stay clean for a while, for the fact that it's like a silicone type stencil, and it's, you know, sometimes paint, you know, or powder substances tend to stay and or make it dingy. They tend to stain and make it dingy. And so I guess I don't mind it just being one stencil, but at least give me an extra one, or give me more than just one shape. Because what if I want a different shape than this shape? Because this shape is kind of thin for me. If you notice, my eyebrows are already thick as they are, and I'm not gonna tweeze my eyebrows really small just to paint this on, just so that I can fit the stencil. So this is the stencil for one, I guess, for my eyebrows. It's not for me. Maybe for those who don't have eyebrows, or who don't have bushy eyebrows, or who don't have you know, thick eyebrows, and their eyebrows are thinner, and, you know, some don't have eyebrows. Some women like to shave their eyebrows off or wax them off, or however they want to do, and they just like to use a pencil, or they like to tattoo them, but that's a different subject. We're talking about this here. So I would appreciate it if y'all would have had more than just one size, you know, and if y'all were to use just one size, at least give me an extra one for the future, you know, if I needed to. I don't even know how long, I mean, because I don't go through eyebrow powders. Like, I don't think, believe me, that my mom, she wears eyebrow powders, and she uses them on a regular basis, and she has that product for so long. I think she had it for over more than 2 or 3 years already, and she still has powder, because you really don't need too much of the powder to for your eyebrows. So I think you have sufficient enough product here that'll last you a long time. I mean, maybe if you're somebody that wears, you know, brow powders every single day, 7 days a week, you know, maybe you'll probably have it for at least maybe 3 to 6 months. Then I can see where just one stencil would be fine for those type of people who go through eyebrow liners quick, you know, within 3 to 6 months, maybe even up to a year if they keep them that long, you know. So then I can see that one stencil. But for a person who doesn't do their eyebrows much, or doesn't do makeup much on their face, yeah, I think this is just a lot of product. And I guess it'll just stay, I guess I should take back that it's going to get dingy and dirty, but no, I'm not going to take that back, because what if in those 3 to 6 months it gets dingy and dirty, and you just have this one stencil to work with, you know, and sometimes, you know, it starts to get a little bit darker around the edges, maybe when you start to apply, when you use the pencil around it for so long, maybe it'll get the edges kind of dingy and dirty, and then you can clean it off. But I guess time will tell on how that'll work. But overall, you know, this was very well thought up. You know, y'all have the tweezer, the stencil, the brow powder, the spoolie with the brush, you have the eyebrow pencil, and you have the serum, which is well thought of to have on a kit. So let's go ahead and get started with applying this on my eyebrows and see what kind of results I can get out of it. So let's read the instructions. Okay, the instructions say, line up the stencil the best you can over your natural brow. And it says, use brown end of pencil to draw a line defining the bottom and top of your brow shape. And this is not a brown pencil to me. I think this is more like a, I guess they meant to say brow pencil, but it says brown pencil. You can see the instructions. Use brown end of pencil. So, but this is not brown. It's more like a fair shaded tone. You know, like a fair shaded, even lighter than a nude tone pencil. And it says, draw a line defining the bottom and top of your brow shape. So if you look at the picture on the instructions, it'll give you like a red line around your eyebrow. So I guess that's what they're trying to tell you, you know, draw a line around your eyebrow. But for me, this stencil is going to be too thin, so it's really going to be like in the middle of my brow. So it's not going to be over, and I really don't want, I don't like thick eyebrows. I mean, I do like thick eyebrows, but not really thick. So I mean, I like them the way they are. So I don't know if this powder kits are ideal for me, as long if they have that one stencil shape. Maybe I tend to use, if you had more stencil shapes than the one you have in your packaging, I'm speaking to the company here, I'm sorry, for Donna Loren, if they had more stencil shapes, then I'd be more prone to use it more. I'd be more prone to use this product more. But let's try it out and see how it works on me, okay? For people with thick brows. I do know more than one person who has thick brows. I have family members who have thick brows. I have a coworker who has thick brows. There are some people who don't even who don't like to wax their eyebrows, but they still want to have a good defining look on their eyebrow. So maybe that's something I should think of. Maybe just putting more than just one side of a stencil in there. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. So it says line this up against your brow, and I'm not going to use this side, please. I'm not going to use my thick side. Let's use this side where I have less hair, you know, to do this review tutorial. So I'm lining it up. Okay, so all I can do is all I can do is just shade it in, I guess. And I like I said, I'm just going off of the instructions, and I got this very good brow wax. I mean, not brow wax. This is a very good brow pencil, because you can get color on. I got color right away. Like, it has this. But look, I just got product on the stencil when I did that. As you can see the edges. So if you see the edges, you can see the white from the brow pencil, you know, from where I used it on my eyebrow this way. It actually got on the other side, and you can see the tip of the eyebrow pencil. You can see the indentions of the stencil. And let's see how it came up on my eyebrow. I'm gonna close this up, okay? Because I don't want to smash the tip and break it, so I'm gonna be very careful. Let's get up close and see if we can spot the trace. There it is. There's the trace right here, and there it is. I guess that's not too bad of a trace. So okay, let's go with the next step. Okay, it says, the next step says, blend any harsh lines with the spoolie to pull the color up and through the brows. I don't see any harsh lines. And I'm afraid if I brush that color, if I brush the eyebrow highlighter out, I'm not going to be able to find my spot where to put my powder on. So any harsh lines, it says blend any harsh lines with the spoolie to pull the color up and through the brows. I have to read that over again because I have to be accurate. I have to remind myself what I have to do. It says pull the color up and through the brows. So I guess pull the color up and through the brows. Okay, I don't see any more harsh. I don't see the line anymore. Okay, so the next step would be with the angled brush. Choose a powder shade that will complement your hair color. Well, let's see. I think this one does. That's the only dark shade in there, right? I was just trying to make a joke. I knew which one would match the color of my eyelid. Okay. So I chose the color and I says with the angled brush, choose a powdered shade that will complement your hair color, which I found it. It says fill in brows with selected powder shade or shades, because I guess you can use more than one shade. Begin with less brow powder, increase the amount as needed. So let's use less brow powder. So here's the tip of the brush. Okay, it's kind of wide, but okay. And I'm just gonna barely tap it, right? And as you can see, I only got it at the bottom of the brush. You see the color just at the bottom of the brush. I'm gonna need some at the top as well, so I am going to just tap on there, and then I got more product here. Okay, I got more product. Now it says fill in brows with selected powder shade. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let me grab my mirror. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and brush this across my eyebrow lightly. You can see that. Can y'all see that? I'm gonna add more color. Ooh, I guess I like it. I think I like this very much. I guess the brush really makes a difference. And Like I said, I still don't take back about the stencil. I wish they had more stencil shapes than the one that they gave in the packaging. I think I'm getting more free. I'm starting to get more freely with the brush now, which is, I'm getting more comfortable, I guess I'm trying to say. I'm getting more comfortable now with the brush. And I do see the pencil line in there, and you could barely see it, which is nice because it matches your skin tone, and you can't really see it on camera. Can't see the brow pencil lining, which it helps. I can see it in my mirror because I have a 10 times mirror, or 10, what do you call it, a 10 times or a 10x, you know, where you can see every single small detail. So I think that's what's helping me too, is being able to see that line with that 10 times mirror, because I don't know if with a regular mirror I'll be able to see that line, and it kind of helps me stay within that line, which it's turning out really good. I think I'm liking this. I think I'm liking this powder system here. So now it says here, without using additional powder, wiggle brush back and forth on the inner brow for a natural look. So wiggle on the inner brow for a more natural look. Wiggle, I don't know. Wiggle this way. I don't know what it means by wiggling. I know wiggling is like this, I guess. Wiggling, yeah, wiggle. Oh, I guess it's pressing the powder in to your brow and skin in the inner corner. They want you to do that in the inner corner because you have more hair in the inner corner probably. They want you to wiggle to get a more natural look. Wiggle. Wiggling where I have more hair. Wiggle. Okay, so I wiggled it in. What do y'all think? Y'all see more of the shade? Or too much shade now? Well, I wiggled it in. Guess I'm just wiggle it into the shape of your eyebrow. Like if this is a longer part of the brush and this is a longer part of your eyebrow, wiggle it in with that side, and then on the thinner part of your brow, turn it sideways and just wiggle it in. Okay, that's what I did. Okay, now the next step is to achieve a cleaner and sharp look, tweeze any hairs outside of your desire. So I did not tell y'all this, but I got my eyebrows waxed, so I don't have any eyebrows, any extra eyebrows on the, you know, I got them waxed. I got my eyebrows waxed, so there's nothing I need to tweeze. And whatever I tweezed out, I already tweezed out before I did the video, because I knew I was going to do an eyebrow tutorial and I needed to tweeze this bottom part and any other area around my eyebrow. So I tweezed that already. I pre-tweezed it, already. But for those who have not tweezed your eyebrows, it's telling you now to go ahead and tweeze them after you applied your brow powder. Now use the highlighter end of the pencil just under your brow and blend. I didn't see a brown pencil in here. What brown pencil were they talking about? I guess they meant brow, right? Because it says here use the highlighter end of the pencil. What highlighter end? There's no highlighter on here. No highlighter end. And there's no brown pencil either. So there's a mistake in this product as well. I mean, it said brown pencil, but I thought it was like a typo and they meant brow pencil, to use that to make the shape of the eyebrow. So I guess you're gonna have to need a brow pencil that's darker than this one because I believe this is the highlighter shade, because it does say brow highlighter pencil. It says brow highlight pencil, brow highlight crayon. So this is the actual highlighter, you guys. See? Donna Loren, New York. See, now it says brow highlight pencil or brow highlight crayon. So this is the highlighter. I don't see the brown one in here in this packaging, so that's a whoops there. So I guess you're going to need a darker pencil. I guess one of your eyebrow pencils maybe would be better to use as a stencil for this. So now, not only will the stencil get so now the stencil, instead of it having a lighter, you know, because maybe you could have worked with the lighter shade to stencil your eyebrow, because then it won't take up too much, it won't look as dingy around the stencil. And I guess to those, maybe it doesn't bother them as much. I guess it wouldn't bother me as much either, but if it started to get in the way of me doing my eyebrows and getting them the way I wanted them to look really nice, then it would bother me. Or even use this highlighter. I use this highlighter and it worked fine with me. I was able to still see the highlighter in my eyebrow, you know, by using my 10x mirror. So so now it says use the highlighter end of the pencil just under your brow and blend. Blend how? It says just under your brow and blend. So I guess they just meant just to blend like this, I guess, under your, just under your brow. Here we go. Can you see that? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna blend it. I'm gonna blend it. I'm blending it in. Blending it in. Blending it in just under my eyebrow. I'm going just right under my eyebrow. Oops, sorry. I'll cover that up. Well. And I like this pencil because it looks like a highlight, like an actual highlighter. And I actually extended it even. I extended it even more towards the brow bone area. I just like the look. I just like to have that highlighter in that brow area here, eyebrow bone area. So I guess you can use, I guess you can apply it as the way you'd like to apply it. So there's the highlighter. Here goes my eyebrow. Now there's one more last step. I love the shade of this highlighter. It has some shimmer in it. It says here, to finish your look, apply a light coat of gel onto, just onto your brows in an outward direction. So here is the gel. It's like a mascara applicator. Okay, so I guess you're just gonna use it like a spoolie, like the way you use your spoolie to spread your eyebrows out. That's how I understood it. You have to apply a light coat of gel onto your brows in an outward motion. So here we are. We're gonna do this light gel, and and just go outwards. Oh well, I like this gel. I do like it. And you're just barely tapping on the follicles of your eyelashes, which is like the tips of your eyelash. So it kind of gave it like that waxy coat on your eyebrow. See, I'm barely even touching. I'm not really going in there. It's not like an eyelash where you just, you know, get it all in there. I just kind of lightly went over your hair follicles there. So that's the end product of this tutorial. So let me let you know what my reviews are. Okay, give me a minute to put all this stuff up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I already put all the stuff up. I guess the only thing I can say is that that brown shade, the darker shade that they have in their product, is not as dark as it's not really dark to my eyebrow shade, which I guess it's not too bad, you know. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take that back, because this side here is really dark and this side is brown. And I know I just did this side, but if I were to do this side, I think it's just gonna look too dark. It's gonna look like a darker. You know what? I'll be back. Let me do my other side of the lash, my brows. Okay, guys, so I'm back, and this is what I wanted to prove my point. Okay, so since I have one brow that's thinner than the other, I went ahead and I did the other side, you know, coming back on camera so you can see the outcome of both eyebrows. And this one, since this was thicker, this is how it came out when I applied it. Exactly the same way I applied it on this end. So now what I have to do is now I have to kind of do the same thing over again on this side as I did with this end. I mean, I gotta try to eyeball. I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to do that, because I already put the gel on top of this eyebrow. The only way would be is if I would start all over, and I should have started with this side first. That way I can eyeball how this side should come out, because I love the way my right side looks than my left side. I really like this eyebrow better. Like I said, I got the left side of my eyebrow, I got it from my mom's side, and the right side of my eyebrow, I got it from my dad's side of the family. So I got like half of my mom and dad. So yeah, now how I'm gonna figure out to actually draw in thicker with the brow powder. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that, how to get it in there darker. And I think I would achieve it more better with the pencil than with the powder. So so my overall review on powdered stencil products, they work good. They worked really well on my right side. I really like the way the product came out on my right side, but I don't like the way it came out on my left side. I feel like I need more product on my left side. I feel like I need to outline my left side prior, you know, prior to putting on the application to match my right side. And maybe that's what I'll attempt to do, because this is how it looks now. My right side, my right eye, you're probably looking at it as the left side, looks more fuller than my left side, y'all's right side, y'all are watching on y'all's end. It's more fuller than that side, than my right side. And I love the way it came out. I think overall the brow products that I've tried for my eyebrows, I do like the powdered one better. But if they had a stencil that would match both that would have bigger stencils, would have, you know, more stencil shapes, I think I would be more prone in just using this one product. I don't need any other product but this one. I love the outcome of it. I love the outcome of my right side than on my left side. But that's the only downfall, is that I'm gonna have to take some time to shape my left side, you know, with the highlighting pencil, and just shading it in with maybe another pencil, and then go over the process again of, I'm going through the process of the eyebrow powder application. So I think that's the only thing I can say about that. And then the packaging is bulky, and that it should, you know, be more compact, and the fact that it didn't have that brown pencil to outline your eye. I think I would have used that brown pencil to actually outline my eye and apply it, and I start applying the product on there, and then the gel on top of everything else. But yes, this is beautiful. I love this side better than this side. Okay, so that's my overall review on the Donna Loren New York eyebrow powders, and I believe I like it a lot more than the pencil ones. But second to this one, I do like the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. So I don't know. Come on, Donna Loren. I need to come up with more stencils than just one, because it's going to take work for me to go ahead and get this side worked out, to get it to look like my right side. I have to work out my left side to get my right side working. See? You guys see the difference? Okay, well, thank you for watching, gems. Please like my video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Love you, gems. Bye!